Galing i-edit. Sige. So, welcome to the Biglaang podcast of the Biglaan awarding of the outstanding live on the spot coverage of the Senate shootout or the chaos in the Senate. So this is the members of the Board of Judges were given only 1 hour to choose, and it is based on a random selection and not based on any formal nomination process. So let's start with the first category is outstanding live spot coverage by a news organization of the chaos in the Senate. So maybe we can start with Lois. Do you have any selection?
Hi, Prof. I would be a bit biased on this because he's a close friend of mine. His name is Arles de los Santos, and he came from TV5 News.
So this is for a news organization.
Yes po. So I'd say TV5 po.
This is
Frontline.
ABC TV5 Frontline News. Okay. So what
Yes
can
po.
you say
Yes.
about the coverage of this is the on the spot live coverage. Ibig sabihin ng on the spot or spot coverage is it was medyo impromptu coverage, because the shootout was not anticipated, and the chaos
Yes po,
was
Prof.
not really fully anticipated. Okay, go.
Opo. Actually, Prof, on the same day around afternoon, I was already watching their live. And napansin ko po na isa sa mga pinaka naging close sa mga senators that time was really the reporters from TV5. They would really do everything para makalapit kay na Senator Bato, Senator Lauren De Garda, and everyone else. And then by night, nagulat na lang po ako nung nag-Facebook live yung friend ko, si Arles de los Santos, reporter ng TV5. He was crying. He was crying a lot kasi
This is May
um
13, May 13 ng gabi.
yes
Umiiyak
po, May
si
13. Si Arles po. They were all running, and Arles kasi is publicly gay. So nakakasad lang po na yung mga comments dun sa comment section, instead of focusing on what's happening in the Senate, they were attacking him for being emotional and for being as they say, parang, I'm not sure, ma'am, if you would get the reference, but they would comment like, ramdam ko ang kaba. But in Gen Z terms, that is like something na parang ramdam ko ang kabaklaan. Parang instead
Oh.
of discussing about what's happening in the Senate, people were, especially DDS, were attacking him because of how he reacted on the news. But despite
These are
that, Prof,
probably
he was able to,
trolls. These are probably trolls, right?
actually, hindi po eh.
May mga pangalan,
Real
may mga
attack. Opo.
they're using their real names.
Yes, Prof. Yes, Prof. And then when you visit their profile,
Oh.
makikita mo na yung mga posts nila from 2017, 2015. So you would know that these are legit accounts.
So
Anyway, so
pero
despite all
the
those,
news coverage, what can you say about the
yes,
news?
po, despite all those, Prof, he delivered the report very well. And I think he stayed for a few hours pa after the incident just to cover what's happening in the Senate by that time. And even our college in PUP, he commended him for being brave kasi he's one of the youngest reporters, I think, in TV5. He's only 24. And during the report, I think I would say na it was still delivered in a very professional way, even though galing lang siya sa kakaiyak and na-shock talaga siya, nabigla, no? But very commendable po that he was still able to go on with his report. Yun lang po sa akin, Prof.
If you look at the universal guidelines for conflict reporting, usually news organizations are given the guideline of so this is for war reporting or reporting on war zones or conflict reporting. Dito kasi Senate bit to, hindi naman dapat talaga naging war zone to. So, pero pagka war zone, ang mga ipinapadala ay mga mamamahayag na merong at least 5 taon na karanasan sa pagko-cover at meron silang briefing, merong briefing, tapos merong gear, meron kang Kevlar, etc. At meron kang orientation kung ano dapat ang i-expect. Pero dito, wala namang makakaisip na magbabarilan sa Senado. Bagamat may mga pulis na doon, sobrang biglaan. Kaya hats off to all of those members of the media who held their ground. Si ano naman, si Jazz.
Hello, good afternoon. Ayun, yung sa akin po, dalawa lang yung nakita kong live talaga during the day po, no? So, the first one was Zian Ambrosio.
Sino po?
Si Zian Ambrosio.
So this is for news organization. Kasi ibang
Yes.
second category yung news reporter.
Okay.
Individual.
Sige, ma'am. UNTV.
UNTV, okay.
UNTV was able to deliver the news to me professionally because it was a tandem between Dante and Bernard, no? So the Bernard was the anchor on the headquarters while si
this is
Dante
live
yes,
coverage, okay.
live coverage, yes. And then while Dante was the one on ground. So in this parang scenario alone po, we can attest to siguro the coverage talaga because they were present, no, during the event. And then while the chaos ensued, no, na maririnig po na yung reporter on ground who is Dante was parang describing the events. Nung nagkaputukan, ang una niyang sinabi is nagkaputukan lang. Pero hindi pa confirmed whether ano yung pumutok, whether it's a transformer or a gunshot. And then later on, when he was able to confirm, naging gunshot na nga. Na parang he was able to confirm that. And then I commend siguro the ang tawag doon, ano ba, the chemistry, no, between the two because si Anchor, who is Bernard, was very calm and he provided context for the viewers. So ang iniisip talaga nila yung viewers na parang for our viewers, it was verified that there were military men who were parang wearing parang vests already, ganyan. And then this is what we know, but this is what we don't know, parang ganon. So the news anchor from the headquarters was overseeing the whole reporting by providing context while the on-ground reporter was describing what's happening even though hindi pa niya totally alam kung anong nangyayari. Parang he was just there, he was calm and live, and he kept on saying na his priority talaga is, sabi niya, pumunta nga tayo dito sa safe na lugar muna, ganyan. And then he's also transparent in saying na we're not allowed in this area, so we cannot go there and report it to you, ganyan. So, ayun, because of this clear, parang they were able to maintain calmness, no, amid the chaos. Parang naintindihan ng mga viewers na without really making viewers feel scared right away. Parang, yes, there is an urgency happening on ground in real time, pero they were able to deliver the news and clearly state what they know versus what they don't know. So, yun po yung magandang coverage for me.
Okay, so that's ABC TV5, Frontline News, and UNTV.
Yes,
Anong
ma'am.
program to? News program.
Hold on. Wait lang po.
Evening News. UNTV Evening News.
Opo. Live report sa YouTube ko po.
Stop
nakita.
taking meeting notes and
Narinig namin.
UNTV News and Rescue, yun pangalan po.
News Rescue. News and Rescue.
Opo.
Okay. Si Renz, ano naman ang iyong outstanding live coverage, outstanding live news coverage on the spot by a news organization?
Yes, Prof. For me po, it's
the same with Lois po. It's the TV5 primarily because nung nag-start po yung alleged na putukan, unlike any
Alleged putukan.
I mean, nung nag-start po siya, kasi medyo yung napanood ko po na TV5 News is medyo malayo pa sila. Then, during that time po, dalawa po kasi TV naka-on namin ABS and then TV5.
Wow,
So,
dalawang TV ang naka-on sa inyo.
opo, isa yung sa labas, tas isa sa loob. So, bali, ang
Oh.
nangyari po kasi, nung nangyari nga po yung putukan na yan, si ABS-CBN News po is for a while, nag-cut sila ng live stream nung mga tao po sa Senate. Unlike si TV5, kahit na may nagkaputukan na po, naging continuous yung live stream nila. Di sila po nag-cut even 1 second. So, tuloy-tuloy lang po yung coverage nila even though yung kanilang news anchor ay may mga nasasabi na po reactions like, oh my God, yung mga ganon, or mga personal na
Me and
mga,
Los Baños, right?
yes po, yung may mga personal na po siyang
Kasi
mga,
hindi naman talaga sila hindi naman talaga
yes
sila war
po,
zone reporters. So,
yun. So,
you
parang,
predict.
I I feel like yung parang reporting in these kinds of incidents, importante lang din po sa akin as nanonood yung rawness, yung hindi pag-filter ng kung ano talaga yung nangyayari on the ground. Kasi nung pinapanood ko po yun, nakita ko pa po si Miss Mean Los Baños na sinundan pa si Senator Robin Padilla paakyat po kasi doon sa stairs eh. So sinundan pa talaga niya at sinasabi pa sa kanya na delikado dito, alis kayo. Pero isa po siya sa mga anchors na nakasunod talaga po doon sa stairs. So parang for me po, yung ganitong access sa sa mga live events, maganda po and outstanding for me. Kasi po parang yung sa ABS ang tagal po bago inon agad eh. So na-focus din po talaga yung family namin dito sa TV5 na news. Yun po.
Okay, that's ABC TV5. What about, thank you for that, Renz. What about, Nico? Meron ka bang napili?
Yes, ma'am. For us po kasi, there's really only two. So in our case, TV, it's always, since it's signal na, I'm not sure if it's different sa Capital or and then sa Cebu. Pero the only option really for around the clock coverage is sa One News, which I find limited. And for me at least, during the incident.
One News PH.
One News. And meron din One News HD.
So this is a cable channel, right?
Sa cable. But then my answer would be actually, so if it's not that, then
Which
sa
one?
phone,
Which one?
if it's not sa One News, actually my answer would be more on what shows sa algorithms, which is ANC most of the time for me. So siguro my answer for, wait, this is for reporter po, no? Not for organization.
News organization. Outstanding
organization.
coverage by a news organization.
Okay, I think same answer also for reporter later, but ANC.
ANC
So I think
of ABS-CBN.
they're able to be close to, siguro not the same level of extensiveness as TV5 and GMA also. But if like specific incident, especially nung sa on-site na, although as mentioned, what I saw during live wasn't from ANC, but the famous clip going around now of si Victoria Tulad, apparently is the name. I just remember CCV, but I know it was Karen and si Alvin anchoring at the time. But then at the moment, funny siya kasi as in on the ground covering, as in while she was running during directly after the putukan, and she still kept ongoing, as in like parang, I'm not sure what the Tagalog word, pero sa Bisaya, naghangak na, like she was really out of breath and still
hinihingal. Hinihingal.
And I guess to tie in with others' comments, ganun, parang sticking to saying, I think what's important when you're in that situation is still articulating what you know and what you don't know. But at the same time, there's like a cognizant, but you can tell that there's a cognizance na they think they know what's happening, or especially when you're in that situation, parang you already know this is part of a larger picture, or there's scenario A, B, and C that we will talk about later on. But that's for that's for the anchors to expound on, or other guests they bring on. But your job as a field reporter, really, as in at the moment, just stick to telling what you know, because especially, I mean, talking about discourse, people are already gonna do it sa comments sa live stream. So just make sure you're really gonna tell people what they need to know and what they don't know yet. So yun pa, that's what I got from that clip.
Yeah,
From
and yes, and we also take note that no one they were in their corporate attire because it's a Senate beat. They were not, they don't have any training in covering a war zone. So we have to take all of this into consideration kung bakit everybody was breathless when they were all of a sudden exposed to gunfire, di ba? So thank you for all of those insights. What about for who was your favorite? The second category is the award for courageous, committed, and competent reporting by a news reporter of the Senate shootout and the chaos in the Senate. The award goes to Lois. Who is your choice?
I'm sorry, not really during the shootout but
Mm.
I was thinking of giving the same award to this reporter para dun sa third award natin, yung ROFL award. But naisip ko parang mas deserve niya yung second award. Si Maris Umali po, ma'am, kasi parang hindi ko ma-imagine yung sarili ko being with, like, beside Bato, singing the PNP hymn ng straight face. Although, medyo pumitik siya ng konti, parang napalingon siya kay Bato. But still, she was very professional on that part. Kasi if I was her, I would be laughing.
Or making
And baka, yeah, para makikita mo talaga na may subtitle sa mukha ko judging Bato during that time. So, I would give this to Marisa Umali, ma'am.
Okay. What about Jazz for your award for
Yeah, okay. It is a
competent,
toss.
committed, and courageous reporting by a news reporter?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. For me, it's a toss between si Dante Amento ng UNTV and si Victoria Tulad ng TV Patrol. Kasi si
TV
Dante,
Patrol.
si Dante naman po, he was there live and both of them are not really in the middle of the putukan. Both of them are saying na ang layo natin, hindi tayo makapasok doon, pero rinig natin, ganyan. And they're just really describing what happened. The difference lang po is, itong si Dante ay kalmado talaga Yung parang yung boses niya, hindi mo makikitaan ng kaba. Whereas si Victoria Tulad was alam mong on her feet, no? Parang up on her feet and parang thinking, hala, may nahulog, may pumutok, may ganyan. So, bawat even the seconds, no? Parang habang kausap niya si Karen Davila naman this time. So, sabi niya kay Karen, habang tinatanong mo ko, Karen, nakarinig na naman ako ng 3 putukan. As in, ganun, parang alam niya yung bilang, alam niya yung seconds. Tapos, even in the middle of the chaos po, she was really trying to describe what's happening. And same as Dante, hindi po siya nag-exaggerate. She is transparent when it comes to saying na the things that she knows. Like, doon sa part na yon narinig yung putukan, nandoon yung room kung saan nag-uusap yung mga ganito. Parang she knows the floor plan of the Senate, no? And she was able to describe kung saan nanggagaling yung putukan na yon. So, I think it's just a toss because of how they are delivering the news. One is really hindi naman exaggerated, but more of excited, no? Parang sumisigaw siya talaga kasi ang chaotic sa lugar na parang, eto na Karen, nagpunta na yun, parang so, parang ito namang isa is just maintaining his calm demeanor. And for me, if you were, just like you said, no, hindi po sila lahat ay war crime reporters.
War zone reporters
War
or
zone
war
reporters.
correspondents.
Yeah, yun. They're not war zone respondents, but they were able to maintain professionalism in a sense because they were still able to talk, no? So for me, I think I'll really give it to the calm one muna for now. Si Dante Amonte from
Tapos,
UNT.
since you mentioned
Amento pala.
Victoria Tulad, siya rin yata yung, kasi I was monitoring it also. She was the first one to hear the drilling sound from the others.
Yeah.
There's something drilling here. Everybody started to put their ears there dun sa may elevators.
Very
Sa may doorway.
Opo, parang yun nga, yung nagkaroon sila ng parang Spider-Man sense during that time, no?
Pero actually, delikado yun.
Ang galing. Opo.
Delikado yung lalapitan mo.
Opo. Ayun.
Ano yung nagdi-drill dyan? Tapos all of a sudden, yung mga sergeant at arms na,
Oo.
armed people
Yes,
were,
ma'am. Nakakabilib lang po kasi parang, alam mo yun, your life is on the line, but you need to report. So you need to keep talking, no? You need to keep hearing things, and yung adrenaline na feel mo talaga. Ayun lang po yung magaling sa kanila. Ayun po.
Thank you, Jazz. What about, Renz? Do you have any news reporter in mind deserving of this award for courageous, committed, and competent reporting by a news reporter?
Yes, Prof. Yung sa akin po, isa lang si Miss Mean Los Baños po, TV5. Siya pa rin. Kasi po, naalala ko pong while nangyayari po siya, sinasabi po nila Julius Babaw na, Mean, yung safety mo muna, alis ka muna dyan.
Saka
Pero,
siya, si Mayan Los Baños, hindi niya binitawan yung mic.
yes
So
po, yes
bawat
po.
aray, oh my God, oh my God.
Opo.
Which I appreciate then kasi it gives you a sense of what was what was going on and the impression of the
Opo.
people around it.
Tapos yun po parang all throughout, hawak niya yung phone niya na nagbabalita po. Tapos kahit na
Tapos
sinasabihan...
parang nadadapa-dapa siya tsaka
Yes po.
natatapak-tapakan siya. Aray, ano
Opo. Tapos parang naiipit pa po siya sa gitna ng mga cameraman, ganun po. Tapos parang yun po, kahit na sinasabi po na i-safe niya muna yung sarili niya, nag-risk pa rin siya na sundan yung mga bodyguards and si Senator Robin. So parang konti lang naman po sila na nakasunod dun sa stairway. Pero isa siya dun sa parang nasa forefront na talaga na kahit parang medyo pasaway siya. Yung safety mo muna, Mean. Pero tumakbo talaga siya. Tapos, Senator Robin, saan kayo pupunta? Ano po ba talagang nangyari? Kumbaga parang sa iba po, siguro magse-safety muna bago mag-isip kung anong ibabalita. Pero siya parang, eto na to, now or never, ko-cover ko yung mako-cover ko. So parang for me, yun po yung noble na parang dun sa job niya, hindi na lang siya trabaho. Medyo meron na din kasamang parang pagmamahal dun sa work po, parang ganun.
all of a sudden, 100 war correspondents were born overnight.
Yes, so.
What about Miko?
For me, ma'am, not on the ground, but I'll just go with Carmina when she had her one-on-one with Bato.
Mm-hmm.
I think classic siya na
Interview.
Carmina.
A one-on-one
Yeah, the
live interview with?
Bato.
What about it? What about it?
Classic na Carmina na parang gigil na gigil, but she'll always find a way to, parang she will come across as very like lower her tone and then still have that tone, but then
So anong mga tinanong niya yung why were you running, yung mga ganon?
yes. Actually, I think it was nice. I only saw the start of the clip when I watched it again. So she really opens it very well, as in like a way to disarm him. Sabi niya na like, but the last time we spoke was like around like 6 months ago. So between now and then, parang how would you describe that time? Something like, I think she made it leading. She said like, can you confirm that you were hiding? And then, so of course, si Bato already stuttered sa first question and said na, di niyo ako nakita. So siguro, nagtago nga ako. So
Alam mo, kuha mo yung kuha mo yung punto.
Bisaya kasi.
Tapos, hindi, meron pa siyang
Okay, that brings me to my other point, ma'am.
Yung nagagalit, nung nagagalit na si Bato, di ba? Yung sa Senate, sabi niya, may humahabol sa akin. Tapos, the reporters ask, Sir, sinong humahabol sa inyo? Yung mga NBI, hinahabol ako. Sir, ba't kayo hinahabol? Ewan ko. Ba't kayo tumatakbo?
Yeah, parang basta Bisaya. But ayun, ma'am, so it was nice because like for the first, of course, first 3 minutes, typical, it's almost like he has a script at this point na he'll build up towards that point na hinaharang kasi ako, blah, 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 blah. And then I know Carmine, by this point, I feel like she does it on purpose. Yung mga things, she'll go like, sorry ha, medyo may delay lang, ganun. She'll do something to just like break the momentum and then like assert herself again in the conversation. I think that happened. So she did that, and then I think it's good because especially with a personality like Bato, so it's like a term in Bisaya like sinagitay. You really won't win an argument against someone like that if magsinagitay lang, like magsigawan. So if you try to raise voices against one another, you're not gonna win an argument over a Bato who's yet again another argument you will never win against the mga, let's just say DDS. Is always when they bring up that let the people decide. So anyways, at some point Carmina did I think the highlight there was she raised a question like, So everyone right now is seeing the CCTV footage, Senator. So when people see the CCTV footage, do you think we see a senator being deprived or being blocked from his right, or a senator running from justice? So a very
Sinabi yun ni
simple,
Carmina.
yeah, still not a close-ended, not
A
a
rhetorical
leading
question,
question,
ha?
not a leading question, but perfect, like rightly so na close-ended siya na question. Ano lang, simple question, this or that. So si Bato, that was the most, parang typical na he really stuttered for so long na, and then ayun pa rin, let the people decide pa rin.
So
So
that's Carmina
that was
with
a good
Carmina
interview.
Constantino, KC.
Yes, si Carmina.
Okay, so thank you for all of those. That's for the news organizations. We also have to take note of the netizens, all of the netizens who, with their creativity and innovativeness, created 101 memes that sum up what we think of the Senate right now. Do you have anyone in mind? Any meme? Any meme in mind? Who wants to start? Any meme by a netizen that you think is what is the category that you called most ROFL meme award goes to? Lois, what do you think?
Ma'am, of course, nothing. Sorry po. Wait lang po yung pamangkin ko.
It's okay.
Sorry about that, Prof. Of course, Prof, nothing tops the bato scampering at the
Which one?
stairwell
Which one?
meme. Yung natapa siya sa hagdanan, ma'am. And
Oh.
everyone was already doing it now. Sa TikTok, sa Facebook. Super funny. Even the drag queens, ang introduction nila sa mga performances nila would be, like parang, ang angle ng camera is CCTV. Tapos, they were running sa hallway, paakyat ng hagdanan, and then madadapa, tapos lalabas, magpe-perform. Sa organizations din namin, we even had this campaign, parang campaign video for one of our events. And we also did the same. Parang yung mga, we just ask our members to run sa hallway, tas aakit na hagdan madadapa. And people would always get the reference and they would laugh about it. So, yun yung favorite ko, ma'am. Second would be probably the part where galit na galit si Bato because the
kung di ko
reporters were asking
pumapasok, ano ba yung sabi niya? Kung di ko
Mm.
pumapasok, nagkakalit.
Oh, hinahanap
Kung di ko
hinahanap
pumapasok,
ka,
lahat
ngayon na
niyo po.
nandito ako. Ang dami niyo pa rin tanong. Yun, ma'am. So, lumabas yung mga memes na parang yung classmate mo minsan na lang pumasok tapos galit pa. O kaya naman yung TL mo na minsan lang mag-perform, galit pa. Yun, ma'am. So, funny
Hindi ko
siya for
pumapasok.
me kasi
Hinahanap niyo
relatable.
po. Hindi,
Yun, ma'am.
alam niyo yung habulan, yung mga nasa likod pala ni Bato, staff niya. Hindi ko
Opo, staff niya,
maintindihan
ma'am.
bakit dapat ang gawin ng staff is i-slow down nila yung mga humahabol na NBI, di ba? Di ba dapat gano'n hindi ko ba't sila nakikipagtakbuhan din. So hindi ko walang logic na yung buong mong staff humahabol sa'yo. Hindi ko makita yung logic doon. Ang dapat mong gawin, i-delay mo yung mga gustong humabol sa boss mo, di ba? So, makikipag-engage ka dun sa mga NBI dapat na humahabol sa boss mo para paunahin mo yung boss mo. Hindi yung makikitakbo ka dun sa boss mo kasi nagmumukha ka kayong nagmumukha kayong circus talaga. Anyway, so walang logic talaga yung takbuhan. Kaya siya naging laughing stock ng buong mundo na we appeared in all of the major news organizations. Yung headline ng New York Times was fugitive senator outruns and agents arresting officers. Ganun yung headline nila. So that's the New York Times. Okay, what about Jazz? Do you have any most ROFL meme award goes to anyone in mind?
Sabi ko, syempre ma'am, I don't think may makaka-top kasi kay Bato eh. Nag-iisip ako kanina kung anong ano. Pero yung merging kasi of si Showtime's Vice Ganda
Oh,
and
yan.
Kim Chu, 'di ba mahilig po silang mag-collate ng mga screenshots na nangyayari sa Showtime. Eh nagkataon na meron silang kalbo na na guest na kumakanta. Tapos ang sabi nila, "O sige, pakantahin mo na 'yan." Yun yung una. Tapos sabi nung isa, "Uy, baka madapa yan." So, kumbaga parang yun lang, yung association between someone na kalbo na kumakanta na baka tumakbo at madapa. It's so funny lang. So,
Alam mo,
kung
dalawang beses pala siyang ano, tapos hindi ko talaga hindi ko gets yung kanta.
oo nga
At
eh.
saka,
Ano ba yung PMA song po yata yun? So, hindi,
bakit?
bakit
Tapos
yung
parang,
kanta?
tapos parang ano talaga siya, committed siya dun sa kanta.
Yes. Ayun. So, parang feeling ko, hindi ko alam kung talagang galing sa puso niya na mukha lang talaga siya nakakatawa na wala siyang sense of, ano ba, sense of pagkikipag-usap sa media, di ba? Dapat iba yung pakikipag-usap doon. So, ewan,
Tapos
dinaan na lang po
pinaulit
sa
sa kanya
kanya.
ng mga ibang reporters.
Yes, ma'am. Tapos ngayon, lumalabas din yung, I think, campaign video niya yon, yung Kaya Mo Ba To, yung ganon. Ginamit niya yun before eh. Tapos, ngayon mukha na talaga siyang funny lang. So, ayun. When you look at him, I don't see uh hindi ko alam yung demeanor niya siguro. Parang nabahira na yan. Yan tuloy dahil dun sa mga memes na lumalabas po about him.
You know why it's funny? Because he's not being funny.
Yes, yes,
Hindi siya
totoo po.
nagpapatawa, kaya siya nakakatawa.
Okay. The funniest memes po talaga are from politicians na hindi talaga nagpapatawa, ma'am. Pero hindi talaga kasi siya
Yung
bukal
hindi
eh.
nila
Parang,
alam na, hindi nila alam kung anong ginagawa nila, yun lang.
yes, exactly. Ayun po, that's why it's funny.
What about Renz? Oh, who is your, most ROFL meme award? Goes
Ako,
to?
ako naman po, Prof, yung ano po, yung regarding sa pagpasok niya, yung nagagalit po siya sa mga reporter sa paghahanap. Meron po, ang dami ko
Ano
pong...
sabi niya? Hindi ko pumapasok. Inanap niyo ako.
Oo.
Ganun pa siya.
Kasi po,
Hindi ko
ang
pumapasok.
pinaka...
Inanap niyo ako. Ngayon,
Marami ko pong nakikita noon sa BPO or yung mga nagko-call center. Tapos yung lagi po nilang caption sa taas, sino bang naghahanap sa'yo? So parang, ang ironic lang kasi po dati, nung hindi pa siya nagpapakita, ang dami nating naghahanap sa kanya. Tapos parang nung nagalit na siya, nagtuturoan, sino ba kasi naghahanap dyan? Ayan, nagagalit na. So parang nakakatawa lang din po talaga yung ano.
most ROFL meme award. What about Omiko? Your award goes to?
For me, ma'am, as a fan of UAAP, I don't know if you guys saw the, kasi on, agata. Ito.
Oh, you're gonna show it. Okay.
Ay, makita.
Yes,
Ay,
yes.
wait, it's blurring. But the caption is, paano raw mapadali ni John Vic ang pagkuha ni John Vic kay Bato.
Ang takbuhan.
So it's a Bato in a UE jersey. So the context, for those who don't know, is UP's volleyball and basketball team are known for poaching sa UE. And John Vic is a very major backer. So, funny lang siya. Perfect use of context. So,
So
funny lang.
parang
Kasi,
i-enlist siya sa UAAP, ganon.
kasi UP will poach the mga talent sa UE. So, ano na lang daw, pa-recruit na lang daw sa UE para ma-poach ng UP.
Kaya lang nadadapa.
So, yun, funny lang for me.
Yung steps kasi nun masyadong, di ba, matataas yung steps. That wraps up our Biglaang Award ceremonies. And thank you everyone for all of your insights. We will let the awardees know about your awards to them. And on behalf of the awardees, we will accept their awards for them. Marami pong salamat everyone. And I will see you online. I will send messages for the rest of the week. Maraming salamat. Bye everyone.
Bye. Thank you po.